What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Premiering tonight is season 8. I think it's season 9. To be honest, there's so many seasons I kind of lose track of them. Anyway, tonight is season 9 of Shameless. Yep, Shameless returns tonight, which of course returns William H Macy back as Frank Gallagher. I gotta say, I love William H Macy. I mean, he's an awesome actor. I think he's so darn good as the role of Frank Gallagher. He really embodies that role really well. I mean, this is probably one of his best roles, pretty much of his career. But the guy has been in loads of good movies as well. So I decided to do my top 10 favorite William H Macy movies because there's a lot to go out around. All right. With that being said, here is my top 10 favorite William H. Macy movies. Coming in at number 10 is Rudderless, which is pretty much his directorial. It was his directorial debut back in. It was a 2014 film that features some darn good music in it. Really, it stars Billy Crudup as a grieving father whose son was pretty much gunned down. And I think it was a school. I think it was in a school where he was gunned down in. And he finds his deceased son's demo tapes and lyrics, and he discovers of the talent, and he performs pretty much his own band. You got a pretty good cast here. William H Macy's wife Felicity Huffman was in this. You got the late great Anton Yelchin. He was fantastic in this movie. Selena Gomez even shows that she could be a really darn good actress. You also got Jamie Chung in this. Pretty decent cast. And William H. Macy is also in the movie. He plays a bartender. Frank Gallagher as a bartender. Pretty funny. Now, this is not his only directing films. He also directed this movie last year called The Layover with Alexander Daddario and Kate Upton. I kind of dug that one. I know most people disagree, but that movie was kind of funny. And he recently directed this movie that came out this past April called Krista with Nick Robinson and Rosario Dawson. It also had a Grant Gustin from Flash fame. That movie was weird as hell, but it was pretty decent. Even though the accents in the movies was horrible. Alright, coming in at number 9 is the movie Room, which pretty much, of course, was the film that won Brie Larson her first Oscar. She pretty much plays a mother who's pretty much trapped inside a small room with her son, and they've been there for seem like forever. I mean, this movie is incredible. William H. Macy actually plays Brie Larson's dad, and he did a pretty good job in most of his scenes. He didn't have a big part in the movie, to be honest, but in his parts he was pretty decent. Joan Allen played the wife of Macy. She was really good. No one really talks how good Joan Allen was in this movie. Also, Jacob Tremblay, this kid's going to be a star. I mean, he was fantastic in this movie. I still think it's a crime that he didn't get an Oscar nomination because, this was pretty much Tremblay's breakout film, and he crushed it. If you guys still haven't seen Room by now, it's really good and heartfelt. Alright, coming in at number 8 is the 2007 American biker comedy titled Wild Hogs, which was kind of a comedy version of Easy Rider in a way. You got people like John Travolta, Martin Lawrence, Tim Allen was in this, and of course Macy. They pretty much go on a road trip with by their motorcycles. I mean, this was an interesting comedy. I mean, I really love Wild Hogs. It's slightly underrated. I don't really see many people talk about. I mean, there's probably a few people who do talk about Wild Hogs, but not as much as they should. I mean, it's a really downright funny movie. still kind of wish they went ahead and did a sequel that never got made, but. Like, yeah, if you guys still haven't seen Wild Hogs, no, I really love the chemistry between Travolta, Macy, Lawrence, and Allen. Like, when I first saw this, I would never expect John Travolta, Tim Allen, Martin Lawrence, and William H Macy to all literally be in a movie together. That was kind of a treat. All right, coming in at number. Coming in at number 7 is the movie Bobby, which pretty much about the backdrop of the Robert F. Kennedy assassination. It pretty much all featured people in the Ambassador Hotel during the day, the time that Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated. This movie had it's an amazing cast, probably one of the best casts I've ever seen in a movie. Hear this. We're talking Harry Belafonte, Nick Cannon, Anthony Hopkins, Shia LaBeouf, Lindsay Lohan. Let's see. Christian Slater was in this. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. To be honest, I could go on and on of how good of a cast that this movie has. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Bobby, it is a really intense film. Towards the end, it'll really make you tear up. And William H. Macy, his role in this was pretty decent. But yeah, if you guys still haven't seen Bobby, go for it. I mean, it came out in 2006, and I admit it's slightly underrated. I don't really see many people literally talk about Bobby, but it's a really good little movie. All right, coming in at number 6 is the 2003 film titled The Cooler, which is a really darn good film. You got William H. Macy, Alec Baldwin was in this, Maria Bello, cool cast. Here's what's about. In an old school Las Vegas casino, its top gambling jinx breaks his curse. The gambling jinx is of course played by Macy, and he falls in love with Maria Bello's character. I mean, this is a darn good movie. It came out in 2003, and it's also pretty underrated. But it's a really decent little film to watch now. And Macy really shot, he really shined in this movie. Pretty much this is Frank Gallagher at a casino, in a way. Anyway, if you guys still haven't seen The Cooler, it's a good movie. All right, coming in at number 5 is the 1998 movie Pleasantville, which is actually darn cool. It's about pretty much about two 1990s teenage siblings who find themselves in a 1950s sitcom. I mean, it's a cool film. It's a one in black and white, and it literally looks like it's from the 1950s. The movie came out in 98, 99.8, but the whole movie looks like it came out from the 50s. Because how it looked and all. I mean, the leads was, by the way, was played by Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon. Speaking of room, Joan Allen was in this movie. Jeff Daniels. Don Knotts even had a cool little cameo. I mean, this was pretty much like a love letter to old TV, to TV shows from the 50 era. And it's a really darn good movie. I mean, William H. Macy was really good. Joan Allen was decent. Pretty much all the cast was good as well. If if you guys still haven't seen Pleasantville, check it out. It has like comedy in it. There's like dramatic scenes. It's a fantasy film, and it's darn good. Coming in at number 4 is Jurassic Park 3. Now this is gonna be like this is seriously the most unpopular out of the Jurassic Park franchise, but I'm one of the few people who love Jurassic Park 3. I mean, William H. Macy and Taylor Leone pretty much plays like parents whose son goes missing in the island, and so they track down Dr. Alan Grant and a few other people to take them to the island, and for the look of their, so they could look for their son. The son, by the way, is played by Trevor Morgan, who's no stranger to dinosaurs because his breakout role was in Barney's Great Adventure. So cool, fun tidbit. Oh, you also got Mr. Noodle himself, Micah Jeter. How it was cool seeing Micah Jeter in this. This, of course, before Jurassic World came out in 2015. This was like the last out of the Jurassic Park franchise. Then a few years later, they decided to do a new one with Chris Pratt. But yeah, I'm one of the few who really love Jurassic Park 3. I mean, it's not as good as Part 1 or anything like that, but it's loads of fun. I mean, come on. The Spinosaurus Rex is always a given. The pterodactyl scenes in this are awesome. And of course, there's there's a shitty scene in this. I'm not gonna spoil the shitty scene. If you've seen the movie, you know what shitty scene I'm talking about. And not to mention, what other movies would get you here? A raptor just say, Alan. It's us. I mean, Jurassic Park 3 is just awesome. If you still haven't seen it, I'll say give it a go. Like, go in an open mind and check Jurassic Park 3 out. It's really awesome. Coming in at number 3 is Air Force One, which of course starred Harrison Ford in it, who pretty much plays the president whose plane gets like hijacked, and he pretty much has to stop the terrorists and all. This was pretty much Die Hard on a plane, and also you got Gary Oldman as the villain. I love Gary Oldman in this movie. William H. Macy was pretty decent. Like Air Force One was pure nice extra fun. It was downright cool. You also got like a Glenn Close. He was awesome. William H. Macy played the role of Major Caldwell. He was a pretty cool character. If you guys, I mean, Air Force One also features the iconic line, "Get off my plane." This is the movie that makes you not want to mess with a air like this. This movie kind of made me wish that Harrison Ford was our president. Like he was a cool president in this. Anyway, if you guys still haven't seen like Air Force One by now, give this one a go as well. It's really awesome. Coming in at number 9 is Boogie Nights, which is of course a movie about a porn star in like I think it's 1980s, I believe. Too bad that it's been a while since I've seen Boogie Nights. But I mean, Boogie Nights is an awesome movie. It's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who worked with William H. Macy a few times. He worked with Macy on Magnolia. Yeah, he worked with Macy and a few other stuff. I can't remember them off the back of my head. And of course, Boogie Nights featured like loads of good casts. I mean, Mark Wahlberg was in this, Heather Graham, Julianne Moore, the late Burt Reynolds, the late Philip Seymour Hoffman was in this. Boogie Nights is just an awesome movie. If you guys still haven't seen Boogie Nights, give that one a go. It's really cool. All right, coming in at number 1. is the 1996 movie Fargo, which is pretty much directed by the Coen brothers, and of course Fargo, the TV show that's on FX. Fargo is pretty much based on the movie version. So there's a tidbit for you. This of course had Frances McDormand, who's awesome. I think she scored her first Oscar win for this, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, they're pretty much trying to like investigate like a murder here. I mean, Fargo is a cool movie. You got Steve Buscemi was really awesome in this film. Buscemi is always awesome. But yeah, Fargo is a cool little movie. I mean, it's definitely one of the Coen brothers' best work. It's one of Macy's best work. It's one of Frances McDormand's best work. If you guys still haven't seen the movie version of Fargo, give it a go. It's cool fuck. And there's a twist at the end that's pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty much my list of my top 10 favorite William H. Macy movies. Let me run down the list. Number 10, Rudderless. Number 9, Room. Number 8, Wild Hogs. Number 7, Bobby. Number 6, The Cooler. Number 5, Pleasantville. Number 4, Jurassic Park 3. Number 3, Air Force One. Number 2, Boogie Nights. And number 1, Fargo. Now, there's loads of other ones I could have added. I mean, Macy had a darn cool resume. Let me pull up his film list. Magnolia, I could have added. The Sessions, he was really good in The Sessions. The Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey was really good. The Deal was actually a really good movie. Dougal was not a good movie. Thank You for Smoking was really good. He was really good in the movie Cellular. Spartan was not really that good. He was in Seabiscuit. Panic was pretty decent. Mystery Man, I mean, maybe I should have added Mystery Man in my top 10. He was actually awesome in Mystery Man. If you guys still haven't seen Mystery Man, watch Mystery Man. It's an awesome superhero movie. Anyway, that's pretty much. Oh, also, I'm one of the few who kind of really dug the Psycho remake. I know lots of people shit on that one, but it's one of my guilty pleasures. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my top 10 favorite William H. Macy movies. Let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite William H. Macy movies? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.